Hello everyone, Dr. Venture Senior here for Podsixclub, and we are live for some Friday Night Magic with MTG Arena. I'm joined with
Genzo the Gamer.
And we are doing some Ravnica Constructed, because it is, of course, the release of Ravnica Allegiance today. So, that's the event that they have going on this weekend, where it's all Ravnica, all the time, bring your 60 card minimum, Guilds of Ravnica or Ravnica Allegiance decks, and just jam and find out which reigns supreme, which gets you to 5 wins, because that's what we got here. 5 wins.
Which shard or which clan will actually win you? Because you know the guilds aren't going to help you in Ravnica.
We've got it all built around that, but we're going to go through and call to other things instead, like Alara and Tarkir.
It's true. I mean, limited runs for us. I mean, they've been 3 color.
And to be fair, it's like, what you have the completed mana base now.
It is true. I mean, you have it, and it was nice, or it's nice to actually have some of those like duels come back too, because we had a whole bunch of them rotate out. So like, I know Merfolks, which I love, was kind of neutered, and now for some reason I keep losing to Merfolks, and I'm not playing Merfolk.
Huh.
So soon I'm gonna start losing to rat decks.
Well, no. Ravnica Constructed, you're gonna be losing to Persistent Petitioner decks.
Well, yeah, maybe that, but I mean just in normal.
I know.
The payback. Well, no, actually, we gotta wait a little while. A year from now, that's when we're gonna get to find a way to be like the deck that beats us. Obviously, not the actual deck.
Naturally. But anyhow, let's jump into this, because the events have a lower entry threshold. 250?
I was gonna say, what was it? I didn't even notice what the.
That wasn't even 500. That was cheap. All right, so these are the decks that I managed to slap together. Is it
Ravna meme? Is that a?
That might be. And then there's some Ravnica Mono Red for jiggles. Shall we start with some? Is that?
Whatever you want to play.
Cool. Is that it is? Is it? Is it? It is. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Let's do this. Alright, so what the heck was this one based around? I mean, I think it was just spells. I think it's just throwing mad amounts of spells out there. Alright, and some counters in there for shields.
Oh, and you got the nice roll in there.
Roll, but I think I gotta mull this.
No,
that's just. This is better.
You can't work with that land base. You can work with that.
It's good. No.
I'm feeling the game audio might be a little too loud.
Now we good. All right, cool. Defense. Tapped. Let's see what happens.
But you could have paid 2 life not to stare at a tapped land for the first round. Isn't that worth 2 life to you? Yeah, I think.
If I had something, if I could cast a Spear Spewer. I don't think I have any option in this deck. They're gonna hit me with the imp. They're gonna imp me. This is like, well.
With the imp?
Yeah, the thing is, these aren't as cute as the deck imps. And I think I actually did read confirmation somewhere in the tweet that they were in fact imps.
I love those deck imps.
Yeah, hilarious. Hilarious.
When are we getting our pets in Arena? Or have they canceled that unannounced feature that was in their logs?
I have no idea. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go through and get rid of Lazav. I do not like that. Too strong. Too strong, yo. Hopefully that doesn't bite me in the butt. Should've kept that ionize up, maybe? Thief of Sanity! Crap. Alright, I'm gonna have to skewer that one, too. I could have used another mountain. Whatever.
Skewer the fry?
Skewer the Sanity. Or rather, the thief there. Trying to take all my cards. Throw them in the graveyard.
That thief has been going around stealing Sanity for a while. You cook it up over a nice fire, it's gonna be juicy.
Damn it! Another one! I got nothing on this one.
I don't even have a bad joke for this one.
Okay, I can block that. Drake it is. The good Drake, not the other Drake. His land. Alright, cool. Card draws are good. No! Shit. My plan is falling apart. Crap, what are they gonna yard? What are they gonna take?
Oh, Demir, this is not good.
Okay. No, there's no essence scatters in this.
You are correct. There is not. There actually isn't a lot of counters.
There's a fair amount, but there's not a lot of cheap ones. If you're looking for 2-mana ones, there's
not a lot of strong hard counters.
No. There's Quench, but that's not a hard counter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, yes, that's what I meant. Sorry, it was like you don't have your essence scatter, you don't have your cancel, you don't have.
No, you don't have cancel. No, but you have Surveil? Or, Sinister Sabotage.
Oh, yes.
Surveil.
Yeah.
That one's good. There's no cancel in this one? Didn't get reprinted?
Cancel was M19, I believe.
Wrong.
I could be wrong, but I don't think cancel was reprinted in.
I think you're right.
In Essence Scatter, I believe it was Dominario, wasn't it? But that was last reprinted in?
You very well might be right.
I could be looking this stuff up. I do have one of those magical.
Such a thing exists?
Magical phone-like computers that can connect to the internet.
I'm gonna just roll on this. I'm holding a bunch of instants, so we'll see what happens here. I hate that thief. Okay.
Steal your sanity.
I'll pass.
Council was M19. I was correct on that.
Nice. I thought you were.
It's the one on Lester on his Essence Scatter. Think that was Dom?
Essence Scatter might have been Rive.
It might have been, actually.
Might have been Rivals. Another Predator? Yeah, I'm gonna ionize that.
Clearly, here it says it was Almond Cat.
No, it's been printed since.
Apparently, Gather hasn't updated the fact that they've reprinted it.
I don't know if it was Ix or if it was Rix, but it was definitely one of those.
It was one of those. I don't know why I'm thinking Dom. Or
and then negate
M19.
Oh, well,
was the last time it was printed. I think you are right though that it was one of those other ones.
What about negate though?
Ooh, negate. Negate was definitely in one of those. I think Essence Scatter was too. I think it just was reprinted. Because Wazi's been doing that thing where like they reprint a card that they literally printed like 2 expansions ago that hasn't even left standard.
Didn't we just get a reprint of Act of Treason, though we had it in M19? And we had it again in Guilds of Ravnica, or was it Ravnica Allegiance?
I don't know. As I've discussed, I'm really not up on my Ravnica sets.
Oh, that's not okay. Well, I gotta do this now. Okay, do I take out the Thief of Sanity or do I go to the face for 5?
I'd go to the face. I think that's your best bet.
Heck yeah, I'm gonna play that.
Because they're more likely to give you the cards.
Ugh. Yeah, of course now they get to take something. So there goes my Niv.
Surprise.
Mm-hmm. The Trotta. Oh, snap. Snip snapper.
Rivals Ixalan was when Negate was last printed.
Okay. I'm sure we will end up seeing it soon so that it doesn't end up rotating that.
Probably.
It's one of those ones that they always like to keep in.
The War of the Spark or whatever it's called.
Possibly.
Is that actually the name?
Yeah, War of the Spark. Cool. You got it, buddy. You got it.
I'm actually surprised I got that.
Oh, I'm so worried about this.
For whatever reason, I apparently can't remember the name of the current return to Ravnica.
Yeah, I got
Allegiance, that's it.
Yes. Return to Ravnica 2, Electric Boogaloo. Veiled Shade, I can't count.
To be fair, you're playing... Oh, I know you're not playing Mono Red. Do you have counters in this deck?
Yes, I have Ionize. 4 of them.
Because I haven't seen any, but that's right. That's there's not a lot of counters.
What you talking about? I played like 2 of them. There.
Did you?
No, 1. Sorry.
Okay, man, apparently I'm really just not paying attention.
No, fair enough, fair enough. Okay, what is it? Alright, we're gonna risk factor. We're gonna ditch the mountain. They're gonna give me the cards, and hopefully I'm getting... Lava Pearl's not an answer. Shit. Pass. Pass. Yeah, put the counter. Does the thing. No! I really needed that. Another one.
That's 3 they've played now, right? Or is that 4?
Yeah, that's their third.
Yeah. Well, at least you know there can only be one more.
There can only be none.
There can only be none.
Alright, so... Yeah, I can do this. We got this. We got this. I don't think we got this, but we got this.
Drake.
I just need more removal here. I can lava coil one of the thieves. Lazav! Oh shit. That's gonna be a 4th thief? Or are they gonna make it a night build? Yes.
Probably Night Veil. The Death Touch is going to be much more annoying to you. Or me on their side. That's what I mean.
At least it's sick. Yep. Yeah, and I can't target those things. Woof. Yeah, that's not enough. I can get 3 electrostatic fields down. Then that still only pings for 3 with each instant. Not quite enough to get me there. Otherwise, what, do I keep on risk factoring until something pops?
Maybe?
I'm mad for it.
What does light up the stage do?
Card draw. Or rather, exile until end of next turn, but I can play it from that zone.
So single turn card draw.
I can play it on this turn and I'll still have it till the next end turn.
Oh.
End of next turn.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, so yeah. It's sweet. Crap. Alright, we go next. Sego. Sego. Okay. What are they gonna swing with? Everything, I imagine? Yup. Well, I don't really have much of a choice here. So we are going to block, take the 4 from that. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to end up triggering off that ability right now anyway. Can't take the life loss.
The humanity. Oof.
Well, that
so this is where you turn around and win, right?
I mean, that's the hope here. I don't know how that happens exactly, but we'll see.
They're really stepping their game up on their particle effects in this.
I've really been a fan of that whole spectacle
Like
light show.
That flaming is... The game developer me is going, how are they doing that?
Did they get those toys? Oh, they did. Okay. They're taking their own field.
I mean, other than, I guess, it's quick animation.
No! Oh! Ah, crap. I could have had them on the next turn, but they went through and they used my win condition against me. Ow, that's smarts.
Right, in the win condition.
Well. To quote Bart, oh my ovaries.
Good times.
Yeah. Crustios. You're not supposed to eat the one with, what was it, the razor o?
Yeah, it was like the metal, like...
Jagged razor o?
Yeah. Did they put in the cereal? Not in a plastic bag, right?
Yeah. I missed that. Wow, really? Okay.
Indeed. Oh, Crustios.
Bloody hell. So this one might end up going really, really quick too. Not that that one, last one was necessarily quick.
Nah, that doesn't mean.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long match, but it wasn't a fast match.
It wasn't the never-ending, dragged out forever match though, which is good. Appreciate something with it. Some go here. Of course. One's gonna be doing nothing but surveilling, I imagine, at this point.
So they're green, red, black, blue?
I'm confused.
5-color good stuff?
Wait for it. We haven't seen white yet.
That's why it was with a question mark. 4-color good stuff.
So far. Of course, this might be them playing a variant of something that I've been hearing a lot of talk about and a lot of good hype around. Yeah, it looks like it to me. Looks like this is the Gates deck. They've gone through and modified it for Ravnica Standard, but yeah, this is the Gates deck.
It was designed by Bill.
Hey, Hyperspace Jester. I am playing Izzet, but looks like opponent's playing a modified version of the Gates deck, which a lot of people have been hyped up about. And I've seen many a deck.
I want to say, fortunately, I haven't seen this yet.
It ramps, it counters, it burns, it's got big stompy recursive things. It does a little bit of everything. It's really reminiscent to me of the what was it, the Citra Worm? because you ramp, you do crazy things. I think it's got Gift of Paradise in there for life gains and stuff like that.
Oh, the Sifter Worm.
Yeah, that one's bonkers. Rampaging. I don't know. I mean, because this isn't built on the traditional Jester or the traditional whatchamacallit, Gates deck, because you're limiting some of the cards from it. So, nonetheless, this looks spicy. Not quite Niven yet, so we're gonna field it up and buy
the gate. I'm kind of
monuments.
Nothing but bad Microsoft jokes or Bill Gates jokes for the Gates deck. I mean, you know, is there the Bill and Melinda variants?
Possibly.
Or is the Gate deck strategy to use Windows?
Wilderness Reclamation. Off.
What's the Planeswalker you were using? The Avatar?
I am using Sarkhan Vol. That's a Tarkir. No, fair enough.
Yeah, that's a long time.
And
good sets to have played in, though.
Yeah. I remember those sets fondly. Cinder Vines. Damn. Okay, that's gonna end up slapping me. Oh man, I've wanted to get my hands on some 4th edition boosters for Shiggles. Just because I cracked so much of that back in the day.
Blame you.
Damn it! It's getting bigger. This is a problem. I'm gonna take 4 to the face.
For me, mine was Classic 6. I opened those, and that video actually never even made it to see the light of day.
Yet, we can still do that.
I think something went wrong with that one. It's been so long.
Oh, is that the one where we lost the audio?
Yeah, I think so. There was a technical reason that one never came out.
I hate it when that happens.
We haven't even done pack openings in months for videos.
Yes. Not as exclusive things. We're at this point just doing them on stream, which hopefully we will have some for next weekend's stream. Because that should be in the mail.
Which reminds me, what guild did you go with? Or did you got a pre-release kit, didn't you?
Of course, I got a pre-release kit.
You went Rakdos as well, didn't you?
Not gold.
Oh. Where did you go?
Take a guess. Take a wild guess.
Did you go Simic?
Nice. You got it on the first try. Yeah, because I mean, my favorite ones at this point were like Rakdos and Gruul. I was really liking the shenanigans that were going on there.
That's why I was on the edge. I'm like, I don't want to like get the same one as you.
But I ended up looking at the card set with all the crazy janky mechanics, and then as well, I'll have to admit, card value, and I ended up going with Simic as a result of that. I'm like, if I go through and I end up striking out with, or if I end up like getting lucky with one of the mythics and that.
It's funny because you're the one who actually talked me into Rakdos.
Look, building out of that one, if we go through and we build our own limited decks and just smash them together, you're probably gonna like,
probably. Yeah. And to be fair, I care more about them being good.
Our audio's all janked up.
Interesting.
Is it mic audio or is it game audio?
That's correct.
I need to make a play.
Yeah,
here. Sorry. What am I targeting here? I guess I'm just targeting them.
Is it breaking up or is it
Rot-row. Or are we not coming in loud enough over top of the game?
That's possible too.
Break poo. Need more spells to make them bigger. Right. Oh man, I could have taken out the Phantasm. Or the Lurcher. Not that it really. For the island.
Doesn't it?
Doesn't it though?
I do look forward to building out those kits when we get them.
Okay, if I... Ah, yes. Playing guilds before guilds were even a thing. Or shards. Or clans. Or before they even really had, like, proper design and, like, story for sets. Yeah, why the hell not? What's the worst that's gonna happen here? I'm gonna die. I mean, my favorite, the deck that I'm still kind of trying to build in a 93-94 old school variant was my red-green speed deck back in the day, or as you would call it now, Gruul, which was just built around like Urnamjins and Curd Apes and stuff like that. And depending on what sets I was flavoring it with, I either had like Balduvian Hordes or some other jank mechanics.
I think I was playing as Azorius back in the day.
I had Azorius as well. Is that better now?
I think we need to speak up a bit too.
Okay, we're just being too dang quiet. Blockers. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly 10.
Since I missed the middle years of Magic, you know what came first? Was it guilds or was it shards? The clans is the latest. That was like here.
Was it guilds or was it shards? Good point.
I think shards may have actually been first.
Yeah, I think it was shards. When was the original Ravnica one? OG Rav. Because Return to Return was like 2012. Or
It was the block for Thros. I know that much because I came back during Thros, but then left. I actually came back from Born of the Gamble, one of the gods is truly called, and then left for turning into Nyx, so I was there for one expansion.
Okay.
But I did have some stuff.
Like okay, that ended up working out there. Cause yeah, was OG Ravnica 2009 or was it earlier?
2005.
2005. Okay.
So maybe actually that was
before. Maybe that was before Shards. Cause that was just Alara, and then there was a return to Alara, wasn't there?
I think there may have been.
That's kind of what they've been doing a lot of.
What I remember of Alar is that's the one that they sold. I believe it was 15 card booster packs that were all foil.
Yeah. Shards of Alara was that one?
Yeah.
Alara Reborn. Way too many Alaras.
That was Shars. That works?
Yeah, that definitely works. Well, because I mean, before it was, they had the color combinations that they really considered the ones that were complementary, right? So when you went through and played off complement colors, it was like, what the heck were you doing?
Yeah, they didn't really work together.
Those ones weren't supposed to work together.
And they kind of didn't always work together, whereas now every combination kind of works.
Yeah. Well, it's like when they were going through and they quit the dual land cycle that they had from Revised, right? But then they started coming out with Pain Land variants and other things like that afterwards, like the Pain Lands from Ice Ages, the ones that dealt 1 damage and stuff like that. I don't think they had those ones in the opposite color combinations. I think they were just the complementary ones, like red, green, white, blue,
It may
black,
have
blue.
been.
I don't think they did the opposite ones like they did in the actual old school dual lands.
Kind of true. There was a lot of mono decks back in the day.
To be fair,
I
though,
played a lot of green back in the day.
to be fair though, it's really easy to go through and play with mono.
Yeah. Well, and it's especially when you're learning.
Yep.
Well, to this day, if you get one of those welcome decks, they're mono 40 card decks for trying.
Give you that taste. Healing, lava coiling. Nah, I'm waiting. Playing the waiting game here. I don't think this deck is Not enough get up and go. Oof. Not hitting any of my bodies either. Dark Blade, Death Touch, Card Draw. Yeah, shit, why not? Just lava coil that. Okay. Resolves. No point in expansion explosion in that. Ooh, and surveillance. Alright, so it should be Demir surveil. Should be.
Yeah, so it was long before Ravnica, 2005. Charge was 2009. Or Alara Reborn. Shards was 2008.
Okay. Was that the first time that we were in Alara?
Yes. Actually, interestingly enough, the set before the original Ravnica was Kamigawa.
Huh.
And allegedly, pretty strongly, because it's been leaked by many people, other than those from watching. We're going to Kamigawa next, we're going back in reverse.
There's that odd symmetry to it in the way that we're returning to the places.
Even though, talking to Mark at DP Vegas, I would have firmly convinced that after he was literally asked if Kamigawa was coming back, that it wasn't.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, you imagine he's very good at not spoiling things now, because he's got a lot of practice.
Exactly. Been doing it so long, you know, you figure. I think in this one. Because, yeah, the way that he was talking about it was like he wanted to go through. They talked about it amongst themselves, but they couldn't figure out a way to do it that would still keep all of the fans of the original ones happy while still appealing to the broad base of Magic fans these days.
Though,
so the balancing act.
He obviously had been thinking about it a lot, because. And now we're gonna find out we're going somewhere like Alar. Yeah.
When I first ran into Planeswalkers, I had no idea how to handle that. That was such a foreign concept to me.
Yeah, there's so many questions, and I like the mechanic, but coming back to it threw me for a loop. I think it a while before I fully understood all the nuances to.
Yeah.
Because how long did we think that there was summoning sickness on the active abilities of a Planeswalker? That was for a while.
Honestly, I have no idea. I remember the issues that we had around Indestructible and trying to grasp how that worked as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Trying to resolve combat damage and everything from that. So many things that's just like.
So I'm gonna guess that you bought the Planeswalker decks that to play. Which set did you buy them from? Out of curiosity. Oh yeah.
Yep, that was another thing as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Mana burn doesn't exist. You're like, what?
That was so weird at first, and now I kind of feel like I've been playing Magic, the new rules, so long that I forgot the Magic burn was Mana burn was the thing.
Yep.
Magic burn is still real. That happens when you play too much.
Oh yeah, what was the other thing that they were talking about when they ended up getting reminded about when I was watching an interview with Mark Rosewater about Unstable? And then with respect to, like, I can't remember how long the ruling lasted for, but the way that that artifacts worked, because they had the different kinds of artifacts, and then it would only be active if it was untapped for certain ones that had like universal abilities and stuff like that going on. I should just forfeit this. This isn't going anywhere. I don't think I'm coming back
So
from this.
you know your back, back. I cannot English it. You know your deck better than I do. You also know your back better than I do.
Soy un perdedor. I'm a loser, baby. So come on, just kill me already. Yeah, let's just seed. To seed. Concede. No seeds. Alright.
Create Podsixia.
Why not? Okay. So, cards.
Mida.
Mida!
Do you not actually have a playset of that?
I guess not? Dang. Okay. Reroll.
Yeah, play this time. Spells or mono red?
I tried this one last time, right?
Yes. Yeah, you want yours.
There's that one. Mono red. Ravnica meme.
It's interesting that you have Arena there.
I'm tempted. Let's see how the meme deck does. Excuse me.
Nice.
It was the Ixalan ones. Nice, nice. Actually, that was Ix or was that Rix?
That was Rex.
Rex.
I was like, yeah, because Angrath was Rex. I know, because I have 2.
Really? Wow. Wow.
But not the Planeswalker one.
Yeah, no, the actual ones. Not the nerf walking ones.
I'm interested to see what you've put in your...
My Petitioners deck?
Mine is really doubling down on...
I would hope so.
Well, mill and card draw. Which, because I have Psychic Corrosion in there, is mill.
Of course. But that's not one that you can include in this because this is Ravnica.
No, yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, mine's not built as a Ravnica.
I mean, I honestly have no idea how this is going to... I just slapped the deck together today.
In my experience playing Standard with my very janky Petitioners deck, it either doesn't work or it works.
It goes off or it fails spectacularly.
I found that I did really bad against aggro, just because it takes a while to build up your mill.
Yeah.
But anything mid-range, it's pretty deadly again, because you get 4 out fairly quickly. Like, getting 4 by turn 4 is fairly common. But if you're playing red, and they know what's going on, it takes you forever, because they just keep killing them.
Fair enough. Let's see here. Going for the memes. Going
Would have
for
been
the
nice if
memes.
you got that land draw, because you would have had the...
Doubles. Yeah.
The turn 4. Turn 5 isn't bad.
This is okay. This is okay. That is fine.
Overhead.
Yep.
It's not like you can stop that. So.
What the root snares are for. Oh, breeding pool. Is it worth taking the hit on?
No. You can't block. I mean, I guess you would have had a blocker, but you might as well just go that way, and now you can...
Super Mill! We're not going for Miller Lite here anymore.
No. We're going for the malt liquor version of Miller.
3/4 enters the battlefield. Each opponent discards a card, and they gain 3 life. Very well. I guess I'm getting rid of the Petitioners. Besides, I'm not really trying to attack their life total. Now am I? Trying to attack the library.
Yeah. if all goes according to plan, you might leave this game with 23 or whatever health and still lose.
If everything goes according to plan.
Big if.
Yep. Big ol' if.
Things are going pretty good for you, though.
Yes, so far this is favorable.
In my experience, the worst games I had were when they were able to effectively stop me from playing them early on.
Well, I guess I might as well just respond to this.
Yeah.
And accidentally know myself. Okay.
I was actually playing it earlier, and then I was like, I forgot you needed to target them first. I'm like, why can't I target my guys?
PTs? No.
PTs? Oh, Pro Tours. No.
Oh, I guess I can't play that other petitioner.
We've been to Grand Prix, but never actually played in a Grand Prix main event.
No. Oh, sides.
Side events.
Pre-releases. Yeah, that's about it.
Because yeah, we got back into Magic actually almost 2 years ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Because it was Aether Revolt, which is not in Standard anymore. In fact, we've done 2 rotations since we came back.
Oh, don't remind me.
Going alright.
Need to get another petitioner.
Have you played in any Pro Tours?
Yes.
Because that was 95, right? That's when the Pro Tour started?
Was it called the Pro Tour back then? Was it just World Championships?
Maybe it was World Championship, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when the Pro Tour officially started.
It was pretty early on.
Well, in that name.
Yeah, yeah.
We've had some sort of championship since 95. But possibly 94.
There was tournaments in 94.
Yeah. World Championships.
I think the WotC ones, WotC sponsored tournaments came in 95.
All that crazy history that I really don't remember.
Pause, I remember. Mostly because I've looked it up in semi-recent history out of fascination.
Fair enough. Yay!
You really couldn't have asked for a better draw.
That was exactly what I needed. Thank you.
You know what I threw in mine that I'm probably going to take out because it's never actually gone off? I threw Helm of the Host in.
Nice! I like that, but it's so expensive to get to.
It is so expensive. It's never gone off for me. I threw it in.
Yeah. It's worth a shot, dude. Just start cranking out an endless stream of Persistent Petitioners.
Yeah, well, whew, imagine if you get 8 out.
Milling 24 cards in a turn, that's just gross. Off.
I also have quasi-duplicate in there. I only have 1 copy of that, though, oddly enough.
Really?
Yeah, I think I have 2 paper copies, but I only have 1 digital copy.
Curious.
Look like a lot of... Ooh, 7. They look like a lot of land, but that might be because they don't have much left.
Alright, we good. Well, I guess I just do it again, and that's game.
Yeah. Thus proving that memes can become dreams. I hate myself saying that.
Don't let your dreams be memes. And don't let your memes be dreams. Don't do either.
Lightning Strike. How do you not have...
I have 4 of those.
Do you not have 4... So I guess the copy protection is not extended to IRCs.
ICRs?
ICRs. Yeah.
No, because that stuff ends up going into your vault.
So that's how your vault is from the incremental card rewards. You get copy protection, which gives you either a rare you don't have or gems, depending on the scenario. Okay, I see.
Yeah. The copy protection is on the rares and mythics.
Only.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense. And then the rest feeds your vaults. All right.
Well, yeah. Technically, the Pro Tour is no more. The Pro Tour is no more.
Is it no more?
Yeah.
Did they rebrand it?
It's being replaced with the Pro Tour now. The MPL, the Magic Players League.
Maybe.
And then there's
But
also
yes.
the Mythic Championships, or something like that.
Yeah, there's the Mythic Championships. But yes, they are going to be running events that are in Arena, and you can also, I think you have to qualify for Arena events in Arena, and then paper events in paper is how it goes. I don't think there's crossover that way. I could be wrong.
Well, because I think the first big Arena tournament that they're running is at PAX East. What's what? March or something?
Oh, so I don't know that either.
Something like that. But yeah, they are really banking on Arena for moving forward with competitive esport and all that.
We've actually been playing since you've been playing since really early on the closed beta. I've been playing since just before NDA drop.
Yep. Yeah, I was playing since it's been a year now.
We've seen it grow. Like it was.
I've been playing the game for a year now.
We were really wondering how it was going to do, but it's definitely taken off.
Yes.
Like
And
open beta, we're like, well, is this? I think we kind of had the feeling that like, have they exhausted their player base in all the testing because they seem to invite everybody, but no, they had not.
no. And I mean, the game has consistently gotten better since.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely more stable. Like it doesn't crash anymore.
And I mean, just incremental improvements over how shiny and polished everything is, and then feature sets, and having crab in there. See, I told you. Since the professor talked about it, it's going to be the hot new thing that everyone's going to be looking for.
Oh, of course he was mentioning the Pauper.
Yeah.
It's not the Pauper deck, but it is the card that he was talking about.
Yes, because as soon as I saw that card, I'm like, this is Rat Colony all over again, dude.
Yeah.
And considering it's Marshall Sutcliffe, when he played at pre-release, they were going through at his LGS and offering $1 for the card. That's a common.
Yeah.
And you can get $1.
Which is pretty crazy.
And it's like, I was looking at our LGS and it's going for like $1.40 or something like that. Copies of.
Wow. Yeah. So
So
people...
it costs more in paper than Rat Colony does right now. So there is interest in it because it's jank shenanigans. And you can spin this so many different ways because, yeah, Pauper, but then for things that you would only find in Arena, Singleton.
Yep.
This circumvents the Singleton limitation, so you can build jank against that.
Just
jank
like
with
Rat
that.
Colony.
Which is why we need to go through and smash memes together.
Yeah. Hopefully coming soon.
Yes. 10 Street Dodger, hasty. Okay. A red can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with defenders. Defenders are Zerr.
It's an interesting
Goblin Rook.
interesting skill that it can't be blocked except for by defenders.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of a thematic that they got going on. What's the other Goblin Lockpicker?
Yeah, I don't know.
Go through and destroys walls and stuff like that. Kind of some theme that they got going on. Trample. Are they gonna fire something off? Probably do that much.
Shock? Oh, no, wait, that's not in the set.
Right. Yes, formats confuse the hell out of me as well, because it used to be Type 2 and Type 1.5.
Yeah.
You had Standard and then Legacy. Legacy.
Yeah, Legacy. I always get them. Yeah, Legacy. The one, they basically Eternal and Standard.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
Commander. There's Highlander, there was no Pauper, there was no Singletons, there's no Brawl.
I mean, crap, I don't really even remember people drafting and stuff like that back.
No, I don't even remember drafting.
You would get one of the starter decks.
Yeah, and do a sealed with...
And do a sealed with that, and maybe like an extra booster pack or two or something like that. For set releases and stuff like that. But I don't even think there was pre-releases back then.
There was, actually. Well,
So
I
they
don't know.
did.
Maybe.
Did they do them the week before, or was it just on release that the events were?
I don't actually know.
Yeah, all these things.
That's actually a good question. I know when I was playing, but I played during Urzus, so I played a little bit later than you.
No, because I remember when I got back into it because of one we called Canon Lucas, and they ended up going to a release, but I don't think it was like a pre-release. It was a release. That may have been for. That might have been for some of the Urza stuff.
Maybe.
Tempest.
Didn't we determine you guys played during Mirage, or that they came back at the end of Mirage, or during
Weatherlight onto others?
Whatchamahal, Strongholds?
Yeah, I
like
think
just before Urzus?
I think you're right.
I should know. I know I've talked to Lucas in the past about. I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah, but still. Oh. Oh. I think opponents got this one in the bag too. I mean,
I remember when I went to buy my first packs coming back. They were hard selling me on coming to the pre-release.
yeah,
for the next set.
Oh wow. The thing is that pre-releases really are a good way to kind of bring someone in, especially if they have.
Oh, it is.
Mild enough interest to be like, yeah, I'll go check it out, because everyone's really just.
No, it's fun, but to be fair, I didn't actually even go to that store. Go to LGS, not the one in the mall.
Okay.
That's where they were doing the hard sell with the one in the mall.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That being the case,
you don't really get hard sales at.
No, you don't.
At our LGS. Well, good conversation and suggestions, but they won't be like, "Oh, you should do this."
Defo double down.
Which would be fair. It's not like they really need to push that hard for pre-releases. We've seen them run out of room.
Yep. I mean, hell, even for the Thursday midnight. Well, I mean Friday. You know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. For the actual like midnight release of it, they had. What was it? 8 people down there for drafting and stuff like that. That were like sticking around for the midnight draft. I was like, wow.
Yeah, which is good. So Shards of Alara was the first pre-release.
Oh, okay. So that was 2006? 2009.
Yeah, so.
Oh, when was Shards?
2009.
Okay. Alright, I corrected myself correctly. Ha!
Pre-release cards have been given out since Tempest.
Ah.
I knew that there was pre-release cards from back then. Not that I remember from back then. I've just seen them.
Alright, so this is going to be an interesting one. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it on this, but I can keep on fogging them until hopefully I get some more land.
Well, unfortunately, as you say, hurry up. It may not actually come to iOS and Android.
Yeah, I know.
And in fact, there are rumors around at the moment that internally they're working on a completely different Magic the Gathering app for iOS Android. No information on what that is. But a disgruntled Texas employee leaked that.
Jester Suit, what's up?
Huh.
Pre-release for old set is a couple of weeks prior to actual starter decks. Yeah, okay, yeah. Starter decks and 3 packs since Mirage. And 4th edition as well.
Yeah.
Because I remember them doing that kind of stuff. Or, like, the Mirage.
Yeah, I thought that they were doing things like that. I know where I bought cards as a kid, they didn't hold sanctioned events.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know where they would have.
Because, yeah, back in the day, like, The shop that I was going to that was closest to me, they didn't have the space to do any of that kind of event stuff. The one that I was going to that was over by like closer to downtown would have been more feasible for it, and I do remember going to like just weekend play events there, but not any like actual set releases.
Yeah, I don't even really remember being up on the set releases when I was playing as a kid.
No, me neither. Me neither. It's like you would just end up finding out because you went to the store and it's like, holy crap, they got the new cards.
Yeah, there's a new set. Or I remember when I went to a different one and went, oh my god, there's these cheap packs. Fallen Empires. I'm going to double down on these because they're so much cheaper.
Yeah, I did that too.
Of course. I mean, you know, 12-year-old me was like, I've only got so much money to work with.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. We always drooled over the old cards. But then by that same token, it was like going through and trying to get some of those old cards really wasn't necessarily accessible at the time.
Speaking of, have I ever told you about the time where we, like, essentially scammed an LGS over on the island?
What?
Like, not actually, but...
Why would you do that?
It wasn't even me who came. I was like with a bunch of friends, but they were selling old cards. This is actually where I got my stasis from. And what they were doing is the guy was discounting everything half off of the Scryfall price. Not Scryfall, or whatever the magazine.
There was Scry, there was Inquest, and Duelist.
It was one of those. I can't remember. It may have been Scry. So he was going half off. Mm-hmm. But his math was so bad that if he went, well, I don't want this card, he was taking the full price back off. And me and like 4 friends, we got all kinds of old stuff. Oh. Like this was, I think I was 14 or something. Don't do it. Anyway, I wouldn't condone it now, but it's kind of a funny story. I feel bad now. Oof. But back then.
You're just like, I'm getting cards. This is sweet.
Getting old cards. Yeah. Because I got like a revised stasis.
Sweet.
I got my doppelgangers in the same go too. I basically built the stasis thing.
God damn, dude.
And I have none of those cards.
I was so happy that I was able to find cards. And I was still actually trying to go through and use them to make stuff out of it. And now this is where it all... Now this is where thought collapses, because I got nothing.
Like I said, it either goes off or it doesn't go off.
This didn't go off at all.
I find actually red is the color that I tend to lose to the most with that deck.
Which, fair enough, because, I mean, look at that. God damn.
Yeah, or aggros in general is just like, even if they're not preventing you from playing, if they're playing creatures so quick that you're not even getting your combo, you're like, oh. I can't not block now. So I can't tap, I can't mill. There goes my stick. It's all falling apart. We will see. You have to fight the delivery man. Whew. Man, I've wanted to do that for a long time.
Look, man, I only want to do that when they go through and just leave the, oh, we attempted to deliver, but no one was home. When I was clearly home! That's the only time that I ever want to just be like, what?
I really want to see one step up their game and knock on the door to hand you the "sorry we missed you" slip.
Damn, that's cheeky.
I were gonna quit. I don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, shit. You've seen the the security footage from people's front decks of them, like the Amazon delivery guy or the UPS man that will go through and just like. They're just like chucking the things in, or they're like going through and trying to do like a football kick for the damn things. It's like, what are you doing?
We're from Canada.
Yes, from at the moment rainy Vancouver, which kind of cool because we recently had GP Vancouver here, which we were able to attend. So we do get out to the Magic events every now and then. And I mean, when they're downtown, it's kind of hard to say no.
It is. Which is not tomorrow. Is the
thank you. That was an excellent
face-to-face open. And,
yeah, that's the Modern Open, is it not?
Yeah, it's Modern.
Yeah. So not really our jam per se, but we're still gonna go check it out because I know that they have side events for draft, though I don't know what is actually up for draft.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
There's Constructed, and I think there's Commander Pods that they're firing off as soon as they get enough players.
Which we should also preface that Face to Face is basically the largest Magic retailer in Canada.
Yeah.
So it's kind of akin to like
SCG, Star City Games.
It's probably the closest.
Closest comparison.
Though Channel Fireball is also pretty big too.
Yeah.
But
well,
interestingly enough, Channel Fireball actually does business in Canada.
Yes. Whereas
at American prices, which is also weird.
Whereas I don't think Star City Games or like Card Kingdom or any of those guys do.
No, they're the only American.
Yeah. That will actually ship sealed product up here.
That's because they have.
I mean, you can get singles.
Yeah,
singles galore, but if you're looking for sealed product, that's a whole nother story.
It's because they operate in Canada as well. Because of
they have a branch here.
Because of the events they're allowed, because they have the rights to sell them at the GP, which also covers them.
That makes perfect sense.
They're not cheap though.
Well,
that was a great aside. Where are you from? I'm gonna guess somewhere in the States. Could be very wrong.
It's possible. Possibly. Okay, so we have Petitioner Tron assembling. So now we can just make 50 cards disappear. Come on, make it happen.
That's like double layers of Magic.
Now, will I be able to pull a rabbit out of my hat while I'm at it?
That'll show you to leave a slip.
What?
The delivery man. Come on. Staple of humor. Callbacks.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Callbacks are the best, though. Blockers, no blockers. No blockers. Second main, nothing? Let me go through and mill you, please? Come on.
Please don't may I have another Miller.
Gains all the life. All the life.
Oh well.
Yeah, I know, I'm not attacking their life. I'm attacking their library.
You can't pay.
Attacking in real life libraries is so much easier. All it takes is a match.
The land of the legendary Jordan Peterson.
We're known for other things too.
What other things?
Maple syrup.
There's other things that we're known for that I don't want to mention. Pop music, namely. That's just me, though.
I know you're a big Justin Bieber fan.
Look, we're not supposed to talk about that.
I know. Ever since you got kicked out of the concert, you're trying to sneak backstage.
And it was too late to say that I'm sorry. Oh, I hate myself for that one.
I hate myself that I got it. Don't worry. That's not even cool anymore. We're like 4 years out of date.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yes! Not even close to being with it.
Is even still making music?
Oh! Nice!
Nice.
They are... Well,
another one of the colonies.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's true, though. It's true. Because they were having the Aussie Games sale on Steam recently. I was able to go through and look at like Hollow Knight, which is one of my favorite ones.
Worth playing?
I forgot the Petitioner Tron on the last one.
Did you?
Yeah, I totally did.
We got too chatty.
I'm getting distracted here. Okay, we're just gonna have to go through it and root snare all the things now. Cool.
Set yourself a stop on the. Almost call it a break point.
Yeah, because what the heck was I recently looking at? Vancouver recently topped Sydney for most expensive cities in the world to live in, and we're just behind.
Really?
Yeah. I can't remember where I
That
was
can't
reading
be
that.
right. London is so much more expensive than Vancouver.
I know.
It makes Vancouver look cheap.
I don't remember where I saw that study from.
Maybe that's because I was coming up from the eyes of, oh, that almost looks like the price back home. Oh wait, the pound is double, so that's double the price
Activated
back home.
abilities can't be activated.
No.
Do it before it resolves.
And then cast my other one.
Wait, that's just on the single one, right? So you can still tap it because you're not.
No. Activated abilities can't be activated. Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
It doesn't matter because you're only activating that ability from a single one of the. And it's still advisor, which is all that it says.
You are so right. Shit, now let's just pause for a fuck.
But I was right for once.
Not just once. Come on now. I'm not gonna forgive me for that.
I won't either. Forgive you, that is. I forgive myself already.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But that's because I didn't make the joke. I only recognized it.
Yeah. Sometimes I just wonder about myself.
How many cards do they have left?
20. Okay, let's fire it off 2 more times. And I have enough fogs for that.
Yeah, the green makes sense now. I like that.
Blocks. This is how I was running my fog decks, or this is how I was running my mill decks before.
I hadn't actually run into that, but it makes sense. Especially when the creatures you're playing are your mill. You don't actually want to attack or block with them.
Nope. Because when I was running it before, I had an incidental card in there, but I think that one ended up. I think that was. Cat block. And I mean, that's gone, so. Wasn't getting any benefit out of it.
Yeah, isn't the playfield you're on now? Isn't that actually the Hour of Devastation playfield?
Good point. Funny how they haven't cycled that out.
I don't think.
Hey, I can still do it. Well, that's kind of giving you the hints that looking long term, they're going to be bringing it back in.
Of course.
As soon as
they've already said that they're bringing in.
As soon as we hit rotation, they're going to be bringing that back. But then I wonder how far back they're going to. Or the Eternal format that they're going to be introducing for Arena.
That's a good question. I don't think they're going to go back too far. I could be wrong.
It'll be interesting to see.
I mean, I cannot confirm or deny that the cards still exist in the game.
Can't do either, but... Oh! All the tokens.
Thank God you got those.
Yes! Fog! I mean, it's not turbo, but whatever. Yeah, I guess we may as well fire it off now.
You don't need turbo fog, just regular.
Oh, wait. Target the player, then tap the creatures.
I honestly did that the other day. I'm like, is this game broken?
Yeah, I remember the first time that I tried to fire off Settle the Wreckage, and I just didn't quite understand that I had to target the player. Ugh.
Which, to be fair, they should be putting some kind of like text prompt, like in the middle of the screen, like choose target player.
They may have been, and I just wasn't really grasping it. I may have already been magic brained at that point.
But there wasn't one there. Oh, I guess it did say. Hey, maybe just ignore it.
Yeah, I'm just.
I'm like, I didn't even see it.
I'm just
But I
going
mean-
on automatic mode here.
But I miss it too. Which means from a UX, a small sample size, the UX is not the best user experience.
Yeah. It's not. clear enough in some cases, but reading the card explains the card.
I love that.
Or reading Scryfall explains the card in some cases.
Yeah.
Errata. I mean, come on. They ended up having to go through and run errata on a card from Guilds of Ravnica before it was even printed. Because they realized at that point that it kind of...
Or it was printed?
Or before it... Sorry. Before... like the week before the set actually ended up being released. I think it was during the preview period. They're like, oh crap. We kind of dropped the ball on that.
That's kind of funny. I didn't realize they had to do errata already.
It was one of the Izzet split cards. Because one of them was change power and toughness.
Oh, yes. No, never mind. I do remember that.
Add on until end of turn.
Right.
Because they omitted that from there. Like, oh, wait, what?
Yeah, that was a pretty big omission.
Change it permanently? Forever? How do you keep track of that, then? Delivery man's not going to bring my packages.
Oh, he's falling asleep in the van?
Oh, no.
I didn't know planeswalking was going so bad for Sarkin that he's had to pick up side work delivering.
Well, one of the advantages of being a planeswalker is that you can actually demand a higher going rate because you can deliver interplanar, right?
Hey, you should be able to just warp there, and yet package is still late.
Dang. Not wrong. Well, I guess I might as well play the petition.
Mill them again!
I'll mill their non-existent library. Come on! I'll mill myself.
Hilarious.
Nah, it's like those times when I know that I'm gonna go through and lose to opponent, and I'm like dragging it out so low on life that it's like, okay, I just need one thing, and then I can just reach across and smack them, and then get them, and then it doesn't happen. So I just burn myself.
Yeah, I love doing that.
It's like the scorpion when you go through and you surround them with fire, and they just sting themselves. I'm just like, I give up.
Scorpions actually do that?
Yeah, they do.
I've never heard that before. That's an interesting fact.
That was something that I'd heard about and then actually seen when I was in children.
Huh.
With my cousins and stuff like that, because we'd be around the campfire. One cousin who had ridiculously good night vision would actually be able to spot them when we were sitting around the campfire,
Right.
like at night.
Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, so kind of like figure out where it is, start corralling it, and then start putting the sticks that were lit on fire around it. Don't be doing that, because that's not cool, but...
Yeah. Huh. I had no idea. That's kind of crazy. It's an interesting fact, though.
Alright, so what are we going on here? Arena is only standard at the moment.
Standard or formats that are variants of standard minus one.
Yes. Singleton is the closest that we got to Brawl.
Yeah, single is close we got to Brawl. We've got Pauper, but it's standard Pauper, so it's only what's...
Standard Pauper, so it's not proper Pauper.
Yeah, not proper Pauper.
Mulligan.
But as we said earlier, there's plans at next rotation, so next September, that they're going to bring in Modern, or whatever they're calling it.
Arena Extended.
Yeah, I don't think they've actually nailed the name down. I'm pretty sure I've heard many names thrown around.
Well, as we've seen as well, they can very well go through, come up with something, not be happy with it, and then change the brand. Which, not necessarily a bad thing, as long as you're going through and kind of getting a good association with what the description and title is. Because we went from quick to ranked to free play to,
Yeah, I don't even know.
and then like traditional and what were they calling it before? So many iterations.
Well, because the very first one, it was best of ones were all called quick,
Yes.
and then the rest were just they didn't have any modifier.
Yeah.
Then they got rid of quick, and best of threes were ranked. And they've kind of gone down that semi-train of changing what they call best of three and leaving best of one as standard in Arena.
Damn it. I should have played the Drowned Secrets first.
That one do?
Whenever you cast a blue spell, target player falls. I like that one. Shimmer of possibilities. Possibility.
You done goofed.
Possibility. Possibility. Yeah. Pass. All right, let's do this now.
Do the do?
Always doing the do. Now I just need some Doritos.
I was always doing the do until I got the cease and desist order.
Yeah, that might be a bit dissuasive.
Could you imagine getting a cease and desist order from Mountain Dew? we the Mountain Dew brand, please ask you to cease and desist, referring to doing the do.
Your doing of the do is harming our brand.
That would bring me so much joy. Be the only time a cease and desist letter would bring me joy.
Fair enough. All right, now we're gonna go through and actually do the mill thing. Do the mill thing properly. Come on, mill. I mean, I've got my wall of petitioners. Can't get through with a 2/2. However, they could start copying. Huh. Well, that will be expensive. So they're just going to continue to go through and impulse. I think that's effectively what this is. Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm taking 4.
A risk.
What the risk? Superior to a twist? And or shout. Alright. Do some more milling. How are we gonna kick it? Gonna kick it root snare. Alright. Assemble! Petitionertron! Oh, slivers.
Probably a lot.
Yeah. Kind of a dirty word around here.
But I don't even, well, I guess they're modern now, but I was playing M14 slivers.
Yeah, your slivers were annoying, dude.
Well, because they're actually better than the old school ones, because they only proc off your own slivers, not slivers in general.
Not like the lords of old, like Lord of Atlantis and such. Oh no, they're gonna go through and get rid of how many things? Yeah, they're gonna start getting rid of my petitioners. Crap, and I can't quench that. Nuts.
Think you can
It
beat
would
me?
also, yeah, it would be awesome.
You're
with
welcome to
vintage.
try.
Yeah, I would love if they would bring all the formats in here. They seem very persistent on
Well,
not getting rid
let's
of
see what the wind blows in.
Magic Online. So
Yeah.
and they're saying that, you know, that's kind of what Magic Online will have, is it's going to have the older formats, as well as Standard, where Arena will be just Standard and some janky, modern-ish format.
Yeah, limited modern.
Modern just
A limited amount of modern. Cool. Let's put it that way.
I mean, maybe they go back and do what we've always talked about, the format, which has been talked about by some other people, which is postmodern, which is everything past Secure, because that's when they changed the card frames for digital readability.
That's how we figured it would, because I mean that's what they ended up making the arbitrary cutoff last time for modern, was the change in the card frames.
Yeah.
So why not go with that as well again, and then from there modify the band and restricted list accordingly so that, you know, there's balance.
I mean, it's a good idea. So WotC will probably do it 5 to 6 years from now.
Something like that. Well, the thing is, someone's gonna have to go through and champion the format
Yeah, they would.
themselves, and then WotC will be like, oh, hey, that's actually a thing.
Not
Yeah,
only
we're gonna do it.
Not only champion themselves, people have to actually be interested in it.
Well, yeah, they
I
have
mean,
to
they
see.
champion Brawl, and much to like artists, man, it hasn't really caught on. We
I
actually,
love Brawl.
Yeah, I've had lots of fun. To be fair, we've only fought each other, but
But it's for players such as ourselves who aren't that invested into modern, legacy, vintage, the whole gamut, been playing forever. Playing Brawl is like approachable baby commander,
yeah.
because it's just within the set of cards that we know, the pool that we're familiar with.
Choose wisely, because the other one's going bye-bye.
Commander is a bit intimidating just because there's so many cards out there.
Building a commander deck. Playing with the I can't think of this. Playing with the precons. A lot of fun.
Yep. Because yeah, they went through and they took something that was already there. That was, from everything that I've read, was something that was started by judges.
Yeah.
EDH.
I didn't know it started by judges. I know it's a player created format.
This, from what I've read, lore thereof, it was actually started by judges who were looking for a jankier, funner way to play Magic.
Yeah, which is basically what it is, by having one-offs and being practically unable to do anything in the first few turns other than play land.
What are you talking about? I got my classic turn 1 Soul Ring to go off.
Hey, that's actually considered a pretty good move.
I was so stoked about that. I was like, for real? I'm gonna get to do this? Holy crap, this is awesome. Oof. But yeah, it really does seem like they want to keep MTG online for that sort of further reaching back.
Yeah,
The full extended gamut of what Magic the Gathering has to offer.
but you know, online didn't start with everything. I can't remember when online came out. It's been around forever, but they did actually start making vintage releases. Like,
Yeah.
they released the whole Tempest block at one point
Well, they still
as a digital only, and like they've done special master sets that have actually re-released parts of like Power 9 and stuff.
Yep.
Only online, but
And you can go through and do vintage cubes and stuff like that.
yeah, they're constantly doing vintage cube special events. But the interface, oy.
Yeah. If only there was some way to marry the two, but
Yeah,
that's fine. They still need to go through and really keep. They need to keep MTGO as a way so that the players who've invested into it don't feel like they're going through and taking a giant slap to the face, which I honestly totally understand, because I would feel really burnt if that happened.
Yeah, well, and there's money in it. Like, there's no value really in your cards here, where there are value in your O cards.
Yes.
Not as much as there used to be. But I mean, another thing with MTGO is that there are fan-made, I don't want to say competitors, but versions of it that are free and give you the entire collection, not legally. I won't mention them by name, just to
The thing is,
not get in trouble.
but the thing is, to be fair, it's like if you're gonna go through and play the game, try to play it online in such a way that you can actually use it to practice for tournaments, for competitive play.
Yeah, that's true.
You're gonna want to play MTG online, because that's where you're gonna have the biggest player base to actually go through up against and try and play those standard metas to test what your stuff's like.
I completely agree, though. I wouldn't want to do Tap of Black Lotus, even though it was in a digital form. I'm happy to have actually seen one. I hadn't
Yes.
until recently. I mean, it was in a display case, also in a top loader, but
We got photos.
I was close to it.
We were in the same room. But to be fair, I mean, I swear I saw some back in the day, but it's not like I had any.
Yeah, I may have, but it was like going like.
Oh well, it doesn't.
But I can't afford one, so I'm just gonna have to buy myself a black-colored Lotus car
Cheaper.
in the top end.
Yeah, because I mean, what were we seeing them for at GP Van? I think the cheapest that I saw was 9G
Right.
for an unlimited Lotus.
Yeah, Alpha Lotus. One that's
Oh yeah, that's the one that's setting the bar.
I actually remember somebody had a Lotus in one of those apartments I used to work as a concierge way back when.
Yeah,
There was lots of things. There was some like nice Ferraris and
ridiculous cars that you're just like, for real? Ursa's Tome.
only slightly for real. I mean, they were a nice building. They could afford a concierge to be there 24/7.
All right, let's see if we can keep on going with the persistent meme petitioners. Mill.
It seems to be working.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, it's actually done the best of the decks. Or I guess you only took one other deck, but still.
Still.
Of the decks, your meme deck has done the best.
Who'd have figured? The memes did. The internets did. Don't let the dreams be memes. Let the memes be dreams.
The dreams. Terrible existence.
Yeah. Just try and rush to see that thing disappear. Oh, they're seeing it. They're figuring out what's going on. Oh, Mardu.
I was about to say, oh, Boros, but
Oh, snap. There goes my petitioner. Damn, they know my full plan now. Crap.
yeah, but one of them. What was the one I had? I can't even remember what played on me. It was something newer that actually prevented me from playing Petitioners.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh. What color was it in?
I can't remember.
I demand answers. No, they didn't slap an Ixalan's binding on one of them, did they?
No, it wasn't Excellence Binding. It wasn't white.
Would have been in that case Demir.
I think it was Demir.
That sounds to me like an unmoored ego.
I think that may have been it.
Yup. That's a sideboard card that I'm familiar with. And one insofar that I've seen people to go through and put in their sideboard for best of one matches and then run Mastermind's Acquisition main board. So that they can actually pull out that in cases where they need to
Makes sense.
hate on one specific card. Those wish type effects where you can just pull something from out of game. So in this case, your sideboard. Come on, punt. Don't be so hasty.
They're running red, so there's definitely some haste in there.
Alright, I guess we're gonna fire off the first petitioner and do the thing. Get rid of a captive audience. Alright. On Petitioner Tron, we're just one piece away! Of course, I haven't pulled any map or any forests yet, so I'm nowhere near a fog. Unfortunately. New.
Soon.
Soon. Well, honestly, I'd rather pull the Petitioner first.
That's true.
Okay, that's cool. That works for me. Attack the enchantment.
Tap themselves out to do it, too.
Yeah, they did. Okay. Alright, next one is going to be a petitioner. Come on, petitioner. Thank you for joining us, Hyperspace Jester.
Yeah, it's good chatting with you.
Yeah, it's definitely fun, and it's always fun chatting with players that know what we're talking about in terms of the old school.
Yeah, the old one. go down memory lane together. It was fun.
Yes. God, now I want to go through and crack those packs of Ice Age that I have. Just want to do it with fanfare. Hoping for the most fruitful of top decks here. Do it! Miller. Next, we're gonna draw. Oh, there goes Taj. What up?
Oh, Taj. Remember that one day where we both pulled Taj from a pack?
Yes.
In Arena?
It was a good day. Alright. Petitioner Tron is assembled! Alright, we're doing this now. 36 cards. I gotta fire that off 3 times.
The only thing that can stop you is Voltron?
Pretty much. I think so. Wait, no. Ultraman? Theater of Horrors. Oh, okay. So, yeah, exile for card advantage. And then ping if they can get 4 mana. Gotcha. Yes, go for it. I'm not gonna stop. No blocks. Pass. And attack the library. Strategic advantage. Oh, Deafening Clarion.
That is definitely something you want to see in the garbage.
Yes.
Also, it was a graveyard.
Go to the yard. Go to the yard. And that was one of the other things. Going through and rewatching gameplay of Unstable, I was reminded of the fact that the yard for the contraptions was called the scrapyard. I was like, hey, that was cool.
We really need to build some
Some jank out of the Unstable jank that we have, because, oh, that was so much fun.
It was, and we have a fair amount of it.
We do. Could building an uncube.
I was saying that.
No, but I mean not just one from Unstable, but spanning
all of the sets.
all of Un.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I didn't suggest it would have much outside of.
Yeah, I know. It's just
I've almost bought
harebrained shooting for the moon ideas.
Yeah, I've seen unglued packs come around that haven't been that cheap that I've almost bought before.
Yeah, same thing for the ones that we saw for like Unhinged. I think it was.
Yeah, Unhinged. I didn't play with Unhinged, so I mean it's like yeah I want it, but like I opened Unglued as a kid.
Yeah.
We actually played Handcuffs as a valid card.
Madness. I never played with it, but I remember reading about it and the jank that was like Chaos Confetti.
I had a Chaos Confetti. I did actually have a copy of that.
Oh no, I'm so close. Come on, come on, come on. Let me draw another one. Just need one more. More. No. Yes.
It happened. Doing it immediately.
Do it, do it, do it. Oh, the mill.
I can't believe how well this is working.
This is... I did not expect this to do like when I did actually take this for a playtest. It didn't do very well.
This is your last match.
Yeah, and it is do or die.
Yeah, in every sense.
I've already racked up the 1 loss.
You either do and complete the tournament, or you die and you're 1 away from completing the tournament, which is a very good place to be. You've broken even.
Yeah, so I'm happy with it.
Well, at least I'm assuming. I don't actually know what the rewards are.
Good
but
point.
It tends to be in those type of structured events that 4 is where you have to get to break even, 5 is
Stretch goal.
the stretch goal. Yeah.
So I think we're gonna lead with the Drowned Secrets here to get that early super mill. Oh, hey, what's up, Thought Collapse? I haven't actually been able to use one of you yet. One of you guys is... I still love the artwork. I'd love to see that as a foil.
We got lucky. Probably not. You never get the foils that you truly want.
And fingers crossed, though. I mean, I was super stoked when I got that foil opt.
I always hope foil lands. It's the one that's always usable. Foil lands don't really rotate out.
No, those ones are golden. And from back when we still had full arts being printed in.
Nope.
Yeah.
Full art
foils. Oh. So party.
I don't think I have mine. I think I have like one. But then there's also
I think I have two.
The true full art foils that we each have one of.
Oh, yes. Borderless full art foils. That's honestly kind of why I want to get some unhinged packs, is just because the lands. I have some from Unglued, but I don't have any. As they kept on making the border smaller and smaller.
So they had to just, you know, get rid of it.
Good idea to do so.
Too bad you didn't get more land.
Yeah, I know. It is what it is. Yeah, cool. I'm down with that.
I'm not.
What?
I can clearly tell that my my caffeine energy is gone.
Oh no! Oh hey, they're ramping. Super ramping. Super duper ramping. With the... Are they gonna pull a bunch of gates?
Yes.
Yeah. And get all that
Is
card.
this one of the Bill Gates decks?
It might be.
Microsoft decks.
Gates Foundation deck?
Pretty sure that one is spreading diseases, not preventing them. Sorry.
Oh! Damn!
I almost banned that joke, but it...
Too good.
Too good.
Yeah, had to get it out there, but damn!
I haven't even played against it.
Yeah, I need to show you what it is. What it is, because it's, from all accounts that I've been reading online, real good. So, I'm interested to see how it performs myself, but I haven't actually been able to make a build of it. Short of cards. And, of course, short of wild cards. That is always the struggle, as is the way.
It's true. I'm actually semi-short on them because I built that red deck.
Yeah, look at that, Colossus. This is a modified Gates deck.
So it's Melinda.
Yeah. I believe so. Because how many gates do they have out? Are they going to be able to play this for hella cheap? Is that going to be like...
Oh no, they got those too.
No! No!
Ay, 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 ay.
Looks like opponent's going to do it on me.
Yep, I don't think this is not gonna.
Nope. He's not going to get there. Damn it. I was hoping though. Really hoping.
Yeah, I really wanted you to get like perfect run. Or yes, 5-1 in a tournament with a meme deck.
Get that 5-1 meme. It's so good. Alright, well, we can at least do this. I'm going out swinging.
Of course.
Milled them for 5 right there. Got rid of another Clarion. Beast, but I... Ooh-wee. Yeah. No green, so no root snare, so not happening. What's happening? Not this deck.
I remember there's somebody's podcast is the Church of What's Happening Now. I think the man's name, yeah, Joey Diaz.
What's happening or what's happening now?
What happened now? Well, Joey Diaz is not for everybody.
Fair enough.
Figure I should throw that out there. He's definitely not a clean comic.
4-2. Damn it! All right, let's see what I get. Let's see what I get. Let's see what I get. 250 gold. So yeah, I did break even on that. And that's Zulkan's here. And Black Blade Reforged. I.
It's better before it was reforged.
I like this other blade now. You wouldn't have heard of it.
No, probably not.
Locally sourced, right?
Yeah, sustainably locally sourced blades.
I'm still a fan of Black Blade Reforged. All right, so I think with that then, 4-2 with the memes. Not even rats. This is Persistent Petitioners. So there is something to that.
Yeah, more so than rats, I'd say.
Yeah, damn. I was not expecting that to do as well as it did.
Oh.
And that is just within the confines of Ravnica Constructed.
Yeah.
That can still stand to be improved upon for standard, so...
I think fog is definitely the way to go. I've done okay.
Yeah.
Like with mine, and I'm just mono blue.
Yeah.
So...
That's been my go-to, honestly, for combinations on mill decks, has just been fog and mel, fog and mel.
Plus I love Simic.
Yes, there's so much fun stuff in Simic. But anyhow, I think now is the time where we go through, we do a little bit of a swap-rooney. Ganzo pops on his account, and we're gonna continue on with the MTG Arena shenanigans for Friday Night Magic.
Yep, except for I am going to butcher a sealed.
Yes, because it is still Ravnica Allegiance week end, so we're gonna do some Ravnica Allegiance as soon as we are back after this short break. So stay tuned and stay with us for the continued shenanigans.
And we're back with more the new set.
Come on, Ravnica Allegiance hard!
Allegiance.
Come on, man.
I actually blanked again.
It's return to Ravnica 2 Electric Boogaloo. I still want to call it Is It Boogaloo, but they're not in this one. They were in guilds.
That's true. Which I still want to know what's going to be in the next set. Like, if they're even going to go down on the guilds, or I don't know. So many questions. All right, let's get into this.
That's why it's like...
Fighting a war against the caffeine energy, so...
That's why I was so...
Oh, interesting.
Very interesting. What do you do here? Because I like Kaya, but I don't know if she's good in limited. Smothering Tide is dope.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so what do you have here? Rampage of the Clans. What's that?
Rampage of the Cleanse.
Instant. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. For each permanent destroyed this way, its controller creates a 3/3 green centaur creature token.
It's okay.
It's okay.
That, like, you'd really want to be targeting yourself with that.
Yeah, unless you have enough of a
Yeah.
large gruel board state that you just need to get rid of some of their things.
Oh, it's Shockland.
Yep. I ended up getting 2 of those in my first sealed that I did.
Oh, nice. I like the art on that.
It wasn't really nice because that was like
Nice
all the
choice.
other things that I had weren't playable in those colors.
Well, as with every sealed I've done this set, I have no idea which way to go. It's weird. I mean, Allegiance, I don't know if it's the way the set is, but I have a petitioner.
Well, the downside that we have going with Arena sealed as opposed to actually playing pre-sealed.
There's no
sealed
seeded
kits,
packs.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So there's less of a way to actually pick one clear guild path.
I feel like I'm probably gonna go Wars Off though.
Yeah, high likelihood of that, but you can still go for the splash because you got to take into account you have that Smothering Tide. That gives you the treasure tokens, which lets you splash into something else.
Yeah,
And
it
it kind of also lends itself to ramp, right? Mortifies strong.
let's start throwing stuff together.
Grasping Throw, I'm a fan of.
I like this
Expensive,
vampire, though,
but
too.
it's good and limited.
For limited 3/1 lifelinker.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the Knight do? Knight's expensive.
No, another non-token creature, create 1/1 white and black. Token will fly.
Afterlife 3 is nice, but
I'm gonna throw it in for now.
okay.
And remember, it's there because when it comes to cuts, that's probably gonna be one of the first things.
What
to
do you
get.
have for your mana base? Take a quick look at that first. What do you have for guild gates and such?
Well, I gotta.
We've got Gruul, Simic.
I've got 2 Simics.
There's Rakdos. So Rakdos would help for going into red
Yes.
if you wanted to go Mardu. And what is there for lockets? Because there's an Orzhov locket. Was there a Simic?
I like that.
You got 2 of them.
Oh, there are 2 of them. I'll throw it in there. Even if I'm likely to go red, but I'm not committing yet because that's
Yeah.
the split manas.
Ooh, I like Ill-Gotten Inheritance as
I like
well.
that one. Which one? Oh yeah,
Ill-Gotten Inheritance.
What does the imp do again? I know I've seen the imp. I love the art on it.
When it enters, you can exit. So
Right.
Graveyard Hate, and then you gain a life if it's a creature.
And it's flying, so
Yep. Evasion is always good.
a
Death
Death
Touch
Touch,
is
but-
nice.
I guess not really a bear, but you know,
Yeah, it's
bear plus one.
that one reminds me of the Pitiless Petitioner, but that one had different
Yeah,
mana.
I'll take that. That's removal.
Clear the Stage isn't terrible. It's just expensive.
Yeah, it's limited though.
Yeah, exactly.
I need that. Like, it's removal. I kind of like this one.
Deals.
There's Mill. It's got Afterlife 2 on it. It's a 3/2 for 5, but I'm not seeing a lot of bombs. Is the
Blade Juggler is decent if you can get the spectacle cost on it.
sure with that.
That could swing. That worked for me. Just because of the menace, and then you can fire breathe it.
If I go with that. Yeah, that's good. We haven't even gone
into
the white one.
Yeah. Tithe. Right.
Oh yes, of course, and bring to trial, obviously.
Summary judgment. That's dece. Removal.
Is Watson going through a lawsuit while making this this set? Bring to trial, summary judgment.
Look, dude, that's how Azorius rolls.
I guess the administrators.
Yeah.
I'll destroy you by tying you up in legal proceedings.
Bureaucracy. The easiest way to defang someone. Twilight Panther. You can make it a death-touching kitty.
That's good.
Exposed to Daylight's 2 case specific.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay.
It's not the worst.
Good. This one's okay because I like that it's vigilant and then it also untaps something else, so it can.
It gives something else vigilance, and you have 3 of them.
I know I have 3 of them. Like
that's not bad.
That is usually my strategy, is to like just throw everything that seems good and then just prune it down to a usable 40 card deck, 40-ish card deck. I think I have to splash red. I need the bombs. Like I need.
Yep. Because what do you have for top end right now? You have a 4/4 and then a 5/3.
Yeah, I really don't. As I say, I need, and there's not even much top end here, but it's better than what I've got. I'm gonna very much splash though. I don't even have that much, so. Oh, active treason.
That's the thing. Scorch Mark's not bad, but I don't know what you would need to exile specifically. It is nice for those pings, but then how much removal do you?
A little bit. I haven't been offered a lot. Nothing is hard removal. I have 0.
Well, no, you do have Mortify, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
So you have like 1 bit of hard removal, and the rest is kind of situational.
Like I've got Death Touch. I've
got that 1 -3 in the clear the stage.
Okay, clear the stage.
Has the minor upside if you have a creature with power or toughness for greater count. And then there's 1 more in that white card.
That's what. Yeah. Grotesque Demise.
Okay, that's not terrible. What else was there? There was the Bring to Trial.
Yes, Bring to Trial.
Summary Judgment.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I mean,
that's all right. It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
I'm gonna throw this card. This Scorch Marks in. Wow.
For shiggles.
Me and English aren't getting along today.
Is that one sorcery speed or instant speed though?
Oh, it's instant.
Instant speed. So it's basically a more expensive magma spray.
I was about to say if that one is sorcery speed, it's getting cut right now.
We've seen worse costed things. Open fire for one.
No, I'm gonna throw.
Oh, the Guild Mage?
Yeah.
What does a Guild Mage do?
It does deal damage. You can do 1. Where'd you go? I mean, it doesn't ping players, but it's a bear.
No, it's players or opponents or planeswalkers. Just doesn't hit creatures.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
No, that's all good.
I said the exact opposite of what I meant.
All good.
And of course, I'm going to throw a Rakdos in. Oh, adjust the. Forgot to do that.
Framing. Framing.
Alright, let's just cut this down.
Okay, let's take a look at what your skew is. That's. So.
Actually, that's a pretty healthy curve.
Yeah, I like the curve.
And I've got the whole German thing going on.
Also Belgian, also...
It's fine. It's true.
I'm trying to...
Fair dues.
I can't think of any flags that also incorporate white. So yeah, you had what, 21 creatures and 11 non.
So I'm cutting creatures.
Yeah.
I'm not...
I mean, you can still cut nons, but not that
many
comparatively.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what my focus is on. A lot in this. I want those Death Touchers. I like this.
Yep, that's strong too.
It's weak.
Which one was that?
The 3/1 lifelink.
Yeah.
I need more. Not even a creature though.
What does the Vindictive Vampire do? Okay, that's not the worst. Acrobat?
No, I like the Acrobat.
We can get it for the spectacle cost, yeah.
Oh, this is so hard. I can't cut my upper end. Well, Debtor's Transport. I think I could cut that.
Yeah, it's
5/3 for a...
not. It doesn't have a big butt, unfortunately.
And it can definitely lie.
It's got that afterlife going for it, but you know, not really gonna be able to withstand much of a beating.
I'm gonna ditch Scorched Spark.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, is it worth keeping Footlight Fiend?
I like having the early game.
Yeah, but how many 1-drops do you really have? You had 4.
I had 4. I'm gonna cut one.
40 card deck.
I mean, it's... Nah, it's not a lot. I need to make cuts, that's the thing.
Okay, so you have... I like Twilight Panther because you can make it Death Touch, so we'll take down something considerably larger than itself. What does Thirsting Shade do?
That one,
Lifelink, and you can make it bigger, so that's D's. Honestly, I think the Footlight Fiend is the weakest out of all of them.
It is.
Being able to ping for one
well,
is nice.
I cut one already.
I know.
I don't think I should cut both. I think having 2 1-drops is a little...
Thing is, they're relevant late game. Footlight Fiend, arguably not as good late game.
That, yeah, I'll give you.
Like, late game,
Fine.
it's going to be less likely to be able to take down...
I'll cut it and I'll blame you for
threats.
my losses. Just...
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. That's totally fair. Alright, how many creatures are we looking at now? Comparatively.
17.
So, like... 1 or 2 creatures and 1 spell. Also, yeah, I probably don't want to mess with the mana base.
I'm gonna cut one of them.
One of the imps?
Yeah. So, okay, they're kind of expensive.
Yeah, but they fly.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
They fly.
Fine. I'm gonna cut one of those Vigilant guys. Can't do it. But that kind of leaves me neutral because I'm gonna add one of those guys back.
Dang it! Alright. This is tricky.
Do I cut this guy? Not. I don't really want to sacrifice my creatures. You know what? He's gone.
7 for a 4/4.
Yeah, it's 41. You know what? We'll do it. Let's go with 41.
Cool.
Done worse.
That's true. It's just so hard to make those cuts. But,
I
I mean,
hopefully I do better in this sealed than my last sealed I tried, because I went 0-0. 0-3. Yeah, 0-0. Yeah,
you went 0-0.
I went 0-0.
You didn't play?
I built my deck and then I hit resign. Could you imagine? Untarnished record.
That's one way of doing it. Hey man, my first sealed ended up going 0-3 as well. So I think that's because I ended up forcing Jund when I should pick Orzhov.
There's nothing to play, but I've 4 lands is a lot of... Had some early stuff in the curve.
How much is the tithe?
I can afford it. But that's turn 4.
You might draw something along the way. You've got the mana base, which is...
I know, that's why it was such a tough call. It's like, I don't have a play, but every color I want. I've got Gates. Got Bill and Melinda.
So lead with the gates and then hope that you're actually drawing something that you can play. Alright, opponent's mauling.
Ooh. Double maul. Cheapy Vancouver was like my first match. I mauled down to like 3.
Oh,
It was pretty terrible.
brutal. Yeah, I kind of remember overhearing that since we were like, what, 3
Yeah, like 3
seats away or something like that.
I think that's the first time I've actually mauled so much in an actual paper game. I got nothing I can play this round, so
May as well go with
another
another gate.
gate.
Gate it up.
Maybe we'll. Oh man. Maybe we will trick them into thinking that I am playing one of those notorious gates decks.
Possibly.
Or maybe I'll fail at getting words out. That's much more likely.
Also possible.
Nah, that's pretty much a guarantee.
Okay. So we're gonna end up getting a path. Ooh. Guild Mage. Yeah.
I kind of like the tithe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just go for the plans. Because then I'll hopefully start, ramping, and then I can just start putting creatures out.
Well, hopefully you start getting things that are relevant.
Hopefully. Pay the 2. No way. Are they actually going to pay the 2?
Whoa.
Okay.
Hey.
This early on. What is she doing?
Not worth playing right now. You're better off throwing in with Addictive Vampire.
Yep. Oh, I could have done the... Nah, I want to get that on.
If you can
Spectre.
get in with the Vampire, then you can spectacle that. So
Are they going to pay again?
play the Guild Mage. They might. They're kneecapping themselves hard.
They really are. That's what that card is so great, because it's like, are you kneecap or are you,
They're going D so far. Oh, swing, and then play the Guild Mage and the Juggler.
The Juggler.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Well, so much for spectacle. Crap. Okay, one or the other now. Damn it, dude. I'm sorry.
That was interesting, though.
I did not expect the flash
Are
flyer.
you going to pay it again?
There we go. That's the good stuff. Okay, bring to trial is 4 or greater?
Yeah.
Okay, so if they go through and they adapt the heal, then you can bring it to trial. Or you could just clear the stage on it right now.
I like it.
The only problem is you don't get the upside from the second part of text.
That's true. They're really going to kneecap them.
Yeah, because then you can swing without worry and still... Oh no, crap, you can't play the Blade Juggler. That's fine. Huh?
What?
Target up to 1. Yes, you've targeted it. Submit. Like, why is it giving me multiple arrows when I can only target up to 1?
I guess it is technically a generic...
Going with everything then?
I'll be able to get that spectre. Pay the tax,
tithe.
man.
Pay the tithe. Snap.
Ah. Gonna work.
Oh, Chilly Willy.
Tap, that's fine.
No Gwild.
Can still use its abilities, right? No,
It's tap.
It's tap.
It's tap and tap, that's why.
Let's go for it.
May as well.
There's no point in playing that. What's her name?
Yeah. So you could get rid of the Chillbringer and then swing with the Vampire?
Dang it. If only I could have done it before. Might as well.
Do that thing. Cacao!
Shazam.
With Le Vampire. And do they pay the tithe?
That tithe is putting in work. I think they're gonna let me have it again.
Mm-hmm.
I think they realized how much they've kneecapped themselves early on.
So what are her abilities again? Converted mana cost 1 or less. How many creatures do they have in yard?
Wait, what is the exile?
Exile up to 2 in a single graveyard. At least 1. So they do have 2 that you could exile.
Let's do it. I like it. I have no other play.
Well, otherwise you can -1 it to get rid of Charmander.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm playing her, but I think I'll go for the I think I should pump it up.
Yeah.
Besides, then I don't have to see these guys again.
Bags and hit the
That's
road.
kind of nice.
Yeah, and I got some life gain too. I don't think I should swing. Well.
It's not like you're going to be able to block. Put the pressure on.
They're gonna double block this guy here.
The Gwild Mage?
Yeah.
Probably, actually.
If I don't double swing, they'll probably double block the juggler.
You can throw on the Vampire. It doesn't matter if they double block.
That's true. Keep some pressure on.
Unless they have another Fairy Duelist. Fingers crossed.
Don't you love it when you like come to like, oh,
That
they could...
realization far too late that it's like, oh crap, right. Instant speed combat shenaniganry. Oh, they're thinking about it way too much. I regret everything, I'm sorry. Bring to trial, is that sorcery or instant
Sorcery.
speed? Charmander costs too much to try and adapt. What are they doing? So confused.
I'll do it.
Okay, they were wondering how to go through and pay for it. Gotcha.
I haven't even thought about the fact that the Guild Mage is fantastic because you can get your Spectacle off but just by using its ability.
Reminds me of the 1-drop Spear Spewer. Just two. Full tap 2 ping, both of you. Opponent and self. Oh, bloody hell. That card is evil.
Goodness, I can't even bring it to trial.
You're pretty smart right now. Bags and hit the road.
Like this.
It's not. You can do it instant speed, just do it on their turn.
Yes. Oh! Don't go automatic.
That would be bad. Dang it. Why ain't they paying the tithe no more?
I guess because I've ramped enough.
So did you hear any about the debacle that was Mythic Edition for Ravnica Allegiance?
Not really, no. I know it was being sold on eBay. That was the last thing I
Usually
saw.
better at dodging.
Alright, let me see.
Land?
For real? That's mean. I guess you're exiling your own cards now.
Sure, I guess.
And they're down.
You're not welcome here anymore.
Just up to. Then gain 2 life, so.
Did you only exile one on that one? And if you would have exiled one of your own creatures, gain the life, doesn't really matter.
Did I just exile the wrong? I didn't exile a creature. Yeah, I screwed that up. That's fine.
This is fine. Everything's fine. Toad's fine. Toad's my goat's fine. Alright. The the Ravnica Allegiance Mythic Edition went on sale with a total eBay inventory of roughly 20,000. After 2.5 hours, it was sold out. 50% sold with 7,500 sales. After 12 hours, it was 65% sold with 9,300 sales. After 13 hours, it was 100% sold with 9,339 sales.
What? And how many did they start with?
20,000.
And they sold 90,000?
9,300.
9,300.
Yes.
That's a pretty big discrepancy.
Apparently they kept on going through and adjusting the amount that was available throughout the sale, as they saw that within the first hour or two it was like gangbusters, and then it dropped off to absolutely nothing. So for better optics, they decided to go through and change the inventory numbers to make it look like the stuffs were actually doing a lot better than they were.
Huh.
And then they went through and relisted it after they went through and had it sold out.
Of course they did. I kind of suspected that they were going to overprint this one, and this one is not going to perform like the last one.
As is the WotC way.
Of course. It can make more money, and people want it, so...
Holy crap, people like this? Alright, let's completely overdo it, but not do it right.
I'm pretty sure I've lost this match, though. This is going really bad.
No, there's got to be some way to pull this around.
Replace the player in the deck on my side.
Hope that
At least the deck.
hope that they have some sort of pump for that Night Arbiter so that you can bring it to trial. If they can make it a 4 power at any point.
It's true.
Well,
No, not at any point.
Not at
I have
any
to
point,
do it
sorry.
during one of my mains.
if they can permanently pump it.
Oh, and they get to gain life too. That's gonna make it. I don't think I can win this.
Dang it.
I didn't think that deck. I didn't have the best pool, to be fair. I did pull a Planeswalker, but like
That's
coherent like decks, there just wasn't.
No, I mean, to be fair, that's why when I pulled her in my pool, she didn't seem a good enough reason to go Orzhov for me. She's just not strong enough in what I saw. I mean, maybe with the right pool, you can go through and make that work, but
Maybe
even her minus ability is far too low.
it is. It's the 5.
Like, the ultimate ties into her +1, but that -1 is kind of like,
I can do it.
grotesque demise.
I can do it on the turn, but I don't really care anymore.
Just like, whatever.
I just thought, now they have new treasure tokens.
Oh, right! Things that I forget.
It's less varied, though.
Well, to be fair, I mean, the treasure tokens that we see in Arena, they only have the one of the 4
That's true,
designs,
yeah.
right? For Ixalan, anyway.
Yeah. So. That's not really the end of the world.
Nope. Another duelist. Dang it. That was good stuff. Yeah, of course. What else would it be? Oh. Balls. That card is so strong and limited. That's a problem. You're just not getting the cards that you need, man.
No, it's done.
Hey, how's it going, Vladimir?
Hey, how's it going?
We are going through and doing a Ravnica Allegiance sealed, but unfortunately not getting off to the best start. Went through with Mardu because that's what seemed like was the most open, but appealing, favorable.
I don't remember really seeing anything that jumped out at me otherwise, though. I mean,
No. Like, is it worth going through and splashing in those scorch marks for a small removal of the flyers and stuff?
I don't know. Let's give it one more run.
Yeah.
Yeah, drafted. This isn't even a draft. This is seals.
Limited is a fickle mistress.
Draft is worse, though.
Yeah. If you're not going through and the packs aren't providing what you need,
Oh. I think you really need those seeds. I think that's what makes it.
so favorable for doing the actual paper pre-release.
To be fair, this is a bit better. I didn't really have anything early game last time.
That's true. That's true.
So hopefully it does better.
Get the veteran out, then get Kaya, and hope that.
I do have 1-drops. 3, but
Yeah. Again, I like the cat spirit. Can become death toucher.
yeah, like one of those. I have one of those. That'd be a fantastic thing right now. Well,
There's that.
I've got the Panther.
Loving Arena so far.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, especially now that they've gone through and they've fixed certain issues with the duplicates and whatnot, and that we're consistently getting early access to sets.
Yes, it is. It's kind of one of the better ways to play at the moment,
It's so shiny. It's so.
or at least for feasibility.
Yep.
Paper Magic will still be my preferred format.
Still will always be tops. But this is a nice way to go through and get in a quick game and really keep up with Shenanigans standard stuff that's going on so far. Because really, this feels like the healthiest standard that there's been in a while.
From the sounds of it, yeah. I haven't actually been playing. Actually, I have been playing a bit of standard, but I was playing old meta stuff. That was frustrating.
I've been jamming variants of Mono Red and Rakdos in Platinum. It's like one step forward, 2 steps back, because there's so much
Oh,
random variety.
right. I didn't see that. So it's,
Dang it.
this is what I should be playing.
Veteran. You got this. You got this, buddy.
I'm a little bit rusty.
I'm rusty. Doo doo doo.
They may have.
They very well may have.
And technically, it's not a 3 expansion block. It's actually 3 separate 1 expansion blocks, if you ask them.
Yep. That all happened to take place on Ravnica. 3 standalone blocks.
But yes, I agree. It's basically a 3 set.
It is.
Yep. $10 million esports.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can even qualify for the new version of the Pro Tour by playing Arena and competing in Arena. So
The Magic Players League.
Yeah.
Pro League, whatever the hell it's called.
No, because that's the people being paid. That's what that is.
Oh, right. So you're talking about
Is the
like
Mythic?
you're talking about Mythic Champions.
Yeah, which is the Pro Tour, isn't it? Isn't it what's
I'm-
replacing the Pro Tour? I
I'm
can't remember.
still not really clear on that. But yeah, they're not going to go through and start throwing around $10 million without having a plan for how they were going to be approaching this in the first place. But it's awesome, and it's really exciting to see how they're really following through, doubling down, and just committing with the whole thing. The digital approach, the still physical approach for being able to do, not the Pro Tour, what it's called anymore. Need to
Yeah,
look
whatever
that
it's
up.
called. I would love if they could figure out a way to like marry the two worlds. Even if it was simple as like you get your booster pack in Arena if you buy a physical one. That'll
Yeah.
never happen.
Or at least not in any timely fashion for us. Oh yeah, Friday Night Magic!
Yep. Man, that was the one creature doing anything for me. Where's the into again?
2, 3, 5. Exile a creature gain 2. Vampire. Smothering Tide.
Do I just go for the tithe?
I think so.
I think I go for the tithe. That put me over in the last one, even though I didn't win. Which definitely feels so empty after the last pack. But you have a booster box worth of cards now.
Yeah. So many sweet cards in this set. Yes, we do have a Discord.
Do indeed.
Which, unfortunately, I am having issues with Discord right now.
Really?
Yeah, I can't seem to get it to work with my headset for the life. Be it either through the app or the actual web interface.
Huh.
I've
That's
tried
interesting.
both, but my headset clearly works with pretty much everything else. So I'm at a loss for what the hell is going on with that. It's insane.
Bluetooth or is it like wired headset?
USB.
It makes no sense though.
Yeah. I'm using it through a hub, same way that I've been using it forever. And now it just doesn't want to register it.
I don't see it if Windows detecting it. Exact same. There shouldn't be any issue with.
So apparently they were, when I was testing it out with Cardigan, she was able to hear me,
Right.
but then I couldn't hear anything. And apparently I was having like really bad hissing.
Huh.
So yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, you should be able to find. There's actually technically two Podsixclub Discords. One of them has nobody, and
The other one is actually populated.
moderately.
Yes. Well, there's some people on.
Some people, yes. Opponent is really getting hosed.
Super duper flood. What's going on there?
They have played one creature this entire game. Yeah, fine, whatever. And I'm going to exile the only thing in their graveyard.
Oh,
Down.
brutal.
Relegated to the yard.
Okay.
They're really thinking, okay, they're going to let me have my token.
Okay. So
Ooh, they do have creatures.
hey, nice. Oh, hey. So tying back to what we were talking about earlier, Pro Tours have existed in Magic since 1996. Been a fixture in the game's competitive scene since.
That was 1 year off. I knew it was within the start of the...
It was early on. In
Yeah.
the history of it. So I will always remember World Championships. Those are the decks that ended up getting talked about, and then, I mean, they were reprinted as World Championship decks, gold border. So sweet.
The cost, yeah, so I can't... It's not that. So I'm thinking I
Grotesque
demise
it.
and just swing.
Yeah, I may as well keep the pressure on.
Because I can still afford a trumpeter after that, or yeah, there's no point in putting her.
Okay, so the Protoss themselves are actually going to be transitioning into Mythic Championships.
Okay, so
We're making it different because we really want to separate our professional players in the Magic Pro League from the tournaments that are open to the public.
I see. Make sure you feel like you can never be a pro, because they're on their whole other level.
No, those guys are on contract to go through and be able to showcase it on a regular basis. Like they're trying to set it up like a league where you have games to watch every week.
Yeah, I know.
Otherwise, if you want to try and box with them, that's what the Magic Championships is. Work your way up through that.
You have to work your way actually up through it. I mean, from what I hear about the pro scene, Arena's probably a very welcome change. Really hard to cheat in. That's all I ever hear about the pro scene.
YouTube keeps doing the buffering thing.
Huh.
Showing green on our side, so
I don't understand sometimes. Well, yeah,
internet's
it could be restream.
could be.
I suspect a lot of the time that it's restream is a problem.
Could be the fact that I tried to buy the internet and I was unsuccessful. Treasure token away!
Somebody sold me the internet once too.
Was it a box?
No, it wasn't in a box. It was just a piece of paper.
Oh.
Turns out,
Was it an IOU?
no, it was just a piece of paper that said the internet on it.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, I realized how stupid I was the next day.
Fair enough.
I had like the thought actually I like that someone actually buying a piece of paper that says the internet on it.
So it didn't even say Internet OU on it? Nope.
No.
Nope.
No, I didn't get ripped off. Was as described. It was the internet. I realized I was buying just the words written on a piece of paper.
Not a word of lie, though.
Who was the best one? I was watching a podcast. I think it was today. So I was talking about back in the day when eBay you couldn't sell digital currencies.
Okay.
And I don't even know what they're talking about. So there was like lamps from a game. It was like, so I'm selling this auction is a picture of 3 lamps. But if you win the auction for free, I'll give you the in-game currency.
Nice. Gotta find those workarounds somehow.
And as he put it, he basically never actually had to send anybody a photo because nobody really wanted the photo.
Yeah. I don't care about that. Sacrifice. You sacrifice the one that has the defender on it.
With 4 or greater.
Oh. Which one's Eternal Thirst?
Yeah, what is Eternal Thirst?
Alright, I need to go through and look that up right now.
I really need to write the thing to be able to bring cards up on stream.
First. MTG.
Oh, this would have, if they hadn't done that to me, clear the stage would have been freaking amazing right now.
The Iconic Masters card? No, that doesn't seem
I'm still gonna clear the stage, even though I don't get the second half. Oh wait, what is it? Oh, jeez. I'm being stupid. It actually does work for me.
What?
Clear the stage. So I'm getting rid of their flyer and bringing back my my bomb. Why not? No, wait, what?
Did you exile it? What happened to it?
I don't even know what
I'm confused now.
I'm always confused.
Oh! Eternal Thirst, that's one of the stock decks that you get from Arena? That sounds about right.
That'd be why, yeah, the stock decks, like, the other work or the don't work. But it's a good way to start.
Well, they have a lot of upgrade guides for that deck list, apparently.
I know the one I upgraded was Merfolk. Which, based on when I was playing in Ranked, is kind of still kicking butt.
Yeah, it's still a thing. Still very much a thing.
Oh well, I'll play it after. Nothing else I can do. Still can play Mortify at instant speed.
You can still get rid of their Ill-gotten inheritance.
Oh yeah, that's a good
What
one.
does that do?
Ooh, I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair.
Okay, if they start swinging the life total too much, then you can just...
They have nothing. I might as should I? No, I might as well go. I might as well do the +1. I don't think it's gonna be an immediate issue.
No.
I mean, I might actually.
The
win
thing
this.
is, they're going to be gaining that ill-gotten inheritance.
Now it's dearly departed.
They're going to be getting in for 3, but they're going to be gaining it like each turn.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's not gonna live past the next one.
Fair enough.
And if they gain 1 life, I still have 1.
Tis true, tis true.
And if they play a creature, I have removal.
Got this. Plus, you've got the. Oh right, you can't play the Cult Guild Mage.
No, I
because you're
can't.
Not getting the.
Yeah.
Not getting the mana.
They keep paying the tithe. Oh, is that other card a creature, or is it not?
Carnival.
Whoa, that one actually got through.
Boosh.
Just go ahead and swing. I can't believe it won.
Boosh.
Alright, maybe the deck does have some go in it.
Got legs if you can get a good draw. I like it. I like it. Okay, so I think did they have? What's that first big event that they had?
Yeah, I'm not actually sure. That's an Morgan. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. I don't.
Woof.
Okay.
Yep. You keep, you keep, you lead with the planes, you get the Panther out, then you go with the
Okay,
gate.
lead with the gate.
No.
Ooh, Simic. Interesting.
Immolation Shaman, what does that do? Non-man abilities punishes you, and then you can or in menace, excuse me. Blech. It becomes a 4/6 menace? Oof. That death touch is nice though. It's gonna keep that one at bay.
Hopefully. At least for this turn. I don't know if that's can be said for the whole game.
Fair enough, fair enough. Fingers crossed here. Come on. Summary judgment.
Not very useful at the moment.
Could have swung with the 2/2 and kept the Panther back for blocking.
Yeah, I guess so. that is a valid point.
Okay, so yeah, PAX East.
This is what happens when I'm left on my own demise, is to make decisions in this game.
Sorry. Okay, so March 28th to 31st at PAX East, they're having their inaugural, I guess, the kicking off of the new Magic Sports competitive gaming program with 1 million MTG Arena Mythic Invitational.
Right. Yeah. I was about to say. I thought the first one was like basically the
kind of the showcase.
yeah.
Still though.
So as many Hearthstone streamers as they can find.
We'll see. We'll see. Come on. I think they learned from the Silver Showcase in there.
It's once.
Massive fumbles there. Because they apparently just had all of the MPL players.
Should I go for the Imp or should I go for the games?
Go with the Imp. Actually, no, go with the Inheritance. You're not standing to gain anything off of the Imp right now.
Yeah, that's why I was questioning.
Yeah, go with the Inheritance. If exile something with the Imp, it'd be nice for the life game, but this is just going to start pinging and being really annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, did you get rid of that shortly? Or left it?
No, I didn't even. Yeah, I just killed them.
Yeah, right. They were that close.
Yeah, it was like the game didn't matter, and then I just killed them before it was an issue again.
But yeah,
I thought for sure I was going to cancel or something more. I canceled, but you know, some kind of
sinister sabotage.
Why must the sabotage be so sinister?
Well, it is Demir.
Oh, Demir.
Yep. But yeah, they did just have all the MPL players at the WotC headquarters, or basically like workshopping and stuff like that for the upcoming week.
So they've already picked all. Oh yeah, they had already picked them already, hadn't they?
I'm looking forward to it.
What?
Being able to see like high level competitive play on a regular basis through Arena.
I'm indifferent, personally. But I don't watch a lot of Magic.
What's going on? Okay. Video low output. What's going on with the internet?
Nothing, everything's fine on our side.
I'm confounded.
That has to be, yeah, restream has gotta be the problem.
Restream's crapping out.
Can anybody hear us? Are we even live to... Or live and discernible? I realized I'm like, wait, what am I doing? I'm not really paying attention. I'm trying to figure out what's.
Why?
That's probably why it's been
the stream's
buffering.
Going to poop.
That's kind of interesting. It's not returning, which is kind of worrisome. I guess if anybody can hear us. No.
I don't know.
Summary judgment. I feel like that's a bit early. Oh, darn it. I fell for it again.
I didn't even notice. Again.
I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I was so worried about why we're getting such weird performance.
Bizarro. We paused all the other previews.
I think so. Yeah. No. But that's not the issue, though.
No, that isn't. Seems to have fixed itself.
At least I can exile that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go.
In
Hopefully.
the action, and then
Allegedly, we're back to being better stream quality now, hopefully.
should be fine. Fingers crossed. Alright, so we go through, get the exile, gain the life, and now we can start swinging overhead for 2.
Yep.
Even better.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry I spoke too soon.
Yeah, what did jinx me? I would have been fine if you hadn't said anything.
Yeah, clearly. I'm gonna stop trying to predict what the actual next play is gonna be. Oh.
No, you need to predict that I'm gonna have good plays.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
All the fantastic plays. Come on, draw planes. Play the grass back. Thrall. I still love the fact that they brought back thralls. Frenzied Arynx.
wait, it's a war chief?
It's a 3/3 haste and trample.
Someone will get that one.
Somebody, but not me. You could kill them. I'm gonna kill them. Very well. They got your imp, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
The imp. Why y'all gotta hate on the deck imps? They look so cute with their Christmas hats on.
It wasn't a deck.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense.
Just your run-of-the-mill imp.
Hardly worth mentioning.
I'd forgotten about imp. You.
That's not nice. It's got haste.
Oh, and now our video output is low again.
Death touch it. Walk with the Twilight Panther and give it death touch. Fine.
Whatever. Ah! That was an accident. Ah. Now it.
Stop getting tilted by the game. We got this. We got this.
Because our video output is gone.
I know.
On us again.
Stop paying attention to the screen.
Well, to be fair, that's almost more important than this screen. So.
Oh.
Like shadows back out.
At least there's the follow-up plays, but lordy.
Seriously enough. Getting any... Alright, they don't give us...
No. Remember, it doesn't do anything.
I
for them.
forgot. You actually have to just run a test.
Yep. Which doesn't really work for us.
Not when we're live, no. Apologize for the...
And it seems to be fine now. For real?
Yeah, but
Again?
It's going to keep going through the buffering and stuff.
Again?
Yeah. Again.
Thing is, it's trample, dude.
I know.
Okay.
I don't think I can win this match.
What does the thrall do again? Flying.
Oh, each opponent.
Yeah.
It's not going to win me the game.
Unfortunately, not at this point. Not looking too favorable.
Not at all. Because what do? If I block it with my 2/3. They're still getting in for 3. Oh, it's down again. Jeez.
It's just all over the place. I don't know what to make of it today.
Yeah, if I double... Oh. As I suspected, this deck is not question. It's not doing fantastic. It's doing about as well as our stream quality is doing at the moment.
It's not getting.
Well, at least I'm gonna friggin' exile. I know it doesn't really matter that much, but at least it'll make me feel slightly better. The Wrecking Beast. Which, by the way, is a little too close to Wrecking Ball for me.
Yeah. They may have named it that specifically to get that whole thing going.
Not that surprised.
Yeah. Technically, you can block the Wrecking Beast.
It's true. I throw everything at it.
If that kills it.
Coming like a Wrecking Beast.
Prevents any rollover. The only problem is the homunculus, because it can adapt for how much. 1, 3, 4.
Or...
Nah, adaptability.
At the moment. But they can keep adapting. Is it only once?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unless they have some way of either ignoring the counters or moving the counters.
Interesting. I didn't actually realize that. I haven't actually played anything with the deck yet, I guess. I'm still learning the mechanics of the new set.
Oh, fair dues. I'm still trying to get the finer points of it. Choices to play. I'm really only invested in Spectacle at the moment.
I've been spending my time doing real life stuff. They're thinking really hard, and I don't like it. This is where they're gonna pump it. No? Oh. So that was a board wipe. Yeah, I'm dead. Cool. There's practically nothing that can save me. Oh.
That flippin' duelist.
Yeah, this has been a fantastic run.
Make a few changes?
I don't even know what to change.
Seriously, throwing those scorch marks.
Think so? I'm gonna kick her out.
Is the Vindictive Vampire really doing that? Here, 4-drop.
Alright, well, it brings us back to 41.
Yeah, it brings you back to 41. Like, is it worth throwing in the act of treason? Or would you rather be at 41?
Act of treason?
Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Gains haste.
It's just too situational, and like 1 in 40 is it's
enough.
not likely to pop off when I truly want it to pop off for me.
Okay. Come on, Scorch Mark. I did not realize that Karn was made of timber.
I first read that slightly differently. Something close.
Third turn Death Touch. Not the worst.
Ooh.
Could come in handy. Early game removal. What's it gonna be? Oh, hey. Mirror match.
Well, I mean, of 2 out of 3 colors.
It's a mirror match. Clearly a mirror match. What else could it possibly be?
A mirror world?
Come on, don't make it Esper. Don't make it Esper. Straight up Orzhov?
Maybe. to be. Go for the tithe. I suppose I should have attacked first, but.
Meh. As long as you get your shots in. It's all good. They are going to pay. People are really willing to pay that.
I'm surprised, yeah. I wasn't. Ooh. That's
It
flash
is
of
as
blue.
for
No, no, don't tell me.
summary judgment. What's the clause on that? Tapped creature. And still take it out. But I think it's more worth to play than Inheritance.
Swing.
Death touch will get through.
Yeah, I'll just pay the tithe.
I'll let the good times run. They're paying the tithe, and then they're gonna persist with the petition.
I hope they don't have. I wonder how that works in limited, actually. I'd imagine you actually need to have the copies limited in. Would hope. Might as well. Should. Oh, somehow I missed that.
Dang it! Well, if you summary judgment it, then when you actually play the carrion imp, you can exile it to gain your life.
Good point. Pay the tithe.
Come on, kneecap yourself.
Okay. They're being tied, so they killed the ill-gotten gains. Interesting. Interesting.
Inheritance.
Oh yeah, yeah, inheritance. I almost want to go with ill-gotten gains. I shouldn't be hating on the ill-gotten gains. Those are my favorite type of gains. Still might as well.
May as well. Wrap up the day.
Tithe. Pay the tithe.
Where's the tithe?
Or don't pay the tithe so you can play out the guild main event. Ah, they're doing it.
Yeah, they probably won't. I kind of actually would prefer if they did in some ways.
How did this?
Does it?
It should.
I think I'm going to be at a disadvantage here because they have a lot of cards. I'm really lacking in playable moves.
What? I don't know. It's like, where's their board state?
Don't know, but somehow I still think they're going to manage to pull this one out. They seem to be like control, really. Yeah, that's no good.
Keep swinging.
This match is so boring, I'm tempted to just concede that.
No.
About
There you go.
time.
Which is worrisome because now.
Yeah, let's see what if they decided that they're finally like worth being able to play? 'Cause thought I should have returned. I don't know why they didn't return the thing in my hand last
That's
time.
not gonna kill it.
Oh yeah. It's a 3/3. Oh, there goes YouTube again.
Yay! They're the veteran and the guildmate.
God, I'm half asleep and trying to play the freaking.
There you go. We got this. We got this. Pay the tithe.
Pay the tithe.
I may somehow actually win this.
Hold it. Got this. Final payment. Off.
Fire.
Boo. Oh well, you can clear the stage.
Can yeah. And I will clear the stage. I won't come back to the end, but whatever. Make the trade.
Do the thing. Provide the ramp. Don't provide the ramp. They provided the ramp.
Kicking it out of live for me.
Yeah.
It's probably splitting it into 100 videos then, isn't it? Is it any better on the Twitch?
Now still looks like it's fine there. Ooh, hey, an actual mountain.
That does me no good at the moment.
What are you talking about? This is fine. Oh, that Sphinx is a problem.
Yep. No point in attacking. Oh, actually, there's a point in having the red lined out. I'm not gonna play it now, though. I really needed to fire breathe. I could. Broken here, too. All right.
Awesome.
So. But I think we might as well end the stream, actually, after this game.
Dang it.
It's not our site either. It's definitely restream.
Ooh, okay. Hexproof from monocolored. You can mortify that thing.
Nice. Hopefully they're mortified by that.
And swinging with the carrying imp. Yes, you can.
Will they pay the tithe?
Do they want to keep that trumpeter from being able to fire breathe? Doesn't matter. Already got the treasures out.
Yep.
Sphinx's insight. Gains 2 luck as well. Yep. Man, what would have been sweet in this would have been an Electro Dominance. That really would have paid off with all the ramp treasures. Kept on theme with the splash O red.
Yeah. Oops. Passes.
Juggle them blades. I may as well swing overhead.
Yep.
First and foremost. And cast a juggler for the spectacle cost.
No, I'll pay full cost.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could have made a difference, to be fair.
End turn. Is it worth casting them out? Playing them out? It's Moonton. Pause. Remember, I'm easily distracted. Gate Colossus. That's fine though. Just need to get that one extra damage in overhead. Oh.
I swing with everything. Because of Menace,
Yep.
they can't actually block everything, and there's my extra damage. Doesn't matter which one comes through.
And you can make. Does it really matter?
Not really. Hopefully I'm killing him this turn.
Come on, math!
It's getting late in the evening, the math gets worse as time goes on. And it starts on shaky ground.
Oh.
Actually,
Yep.
it's not that shaky. Basic math, beginning of the day I do alright. The calculus and stuff like that that's shaky. End of the day, you can give it 1 + 1 is 4. There we go.
Did it. Got there. Did the thing.
Well, I think, unfortunately, since the stream is not working properly, I think other than torturing people with continually borked buffering, we're going to have to call it, even though, unfortunately, that's actually not the end of the run.
1,200 gems, dude.
Well,
You're on the border of.
since things are borked now, I actually have a novel idea, because I'm going to assume we're going to stream tomorrow.
Yep.
How about we pick this back up tomorrow?
I like that idea.
So, if you can hear us and it's not too borked or you're watching this on the VOD and that's not borked, we're going to finish this tomorrow.
Yep.
And on one win, I will clearly go to 7. Okay, maybe 3.
7 wins!
It's a shame, unfortunately. I don't know what's going on. Something's up on Restream or
Yeah.
our side. We'll try and figure out. We'll make certain things are...
We'll check the tubes and the cats and make sure that everything's got the right balance for the cats in the tubes and... Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make sure we do some testing, I guess, before we go live.
Yeah. And
so,
pick
yeah.
it up then.
So other than that, I guess make sure you like, comment, subscribe, especially over on YouTube. There is a minute chance that if something is wrong with Restream, we may only be on YouTube tomorrow.
Yes, we will see, but we will try to figure that out beforehand, and fingers crossed, it shall all work out fine. But yeah, hopefully we will catch you guys in part 2 of the sealed Ravnica Allegiance, which we will end up padding out probably with some other crazy jank.
Yeah, we'll find some other stuff to throw in there.
Yeah, but yeah, we always love to hear from you guys. Let us know what you guys are thinking of Ravnica Allegiance, the Ravnica Constructed, how the meta's going, standard. It's crazy right now. So what's working for you? Is everyone playing the Gates deck? Is everyone playing Persistent Petitioners? Is Bant really the monster that everyone says that it is? So much crazy Cynic stuff. So
It probably is.
yeah, it probably is. So let us know. And
And just drop a thumbs up on it for all the technical problems that weren't hopefully our fault. We'll verify that after.
yeah. So yeah, until the next time, guys. Hope to catch you later. Dr.
Peace.
Venture Senior.
No, I'm ending it too soon.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.